808 Mafia.
Capital. I'm your host Jake, my man Duke, my girl Ree. We got an amazing show tonight. We got Raw Papers in the house. My man Eli Joseph is a raw guy and a musician, and he does a lot of other cool stuff. He's gonna give us some tunes later. But before we get into that, I'm gonna give it to my girl Ree for the Ree Report.
It's your girl Ree, straight from the streets with the Ree Report. Let's sip tea today, y'all, with the Ree Report. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about these recent interviews with your boy Future and his baby mama Sierra. He says that he doesn't know anything about waiting to have sex and God speaking to him about waiting to have sex with his baby mama. You know, this is something new with Sierra. What do you guys think about Future's comments about his baby mama Sierra and Russell Wilson?
I mean, to me it's like, alright, cause you ain't had to put her out there like that. And you could be like, oh, you little salty or whatever. But at the same time, fuck it though. Not if you know she fraudulent like that. Nah, fuck it, I gotta blow your fucking head off, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna
even if you're wrong, even if you're wrong.
What you mean wrong though?
Supposedly, allegedly, Future cheated on her. And
I'm saying that
come on.
But
he made Dirty Sprite.
I'm saying allegedly.
He made Dirty Sprite too, come on.
Everybody knows.
There's a lot of them slip up.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
A lot of them slip up.
She can't, no woman that dates a rapper can honestly think they not fucking bitches.
So delicately put.
I mean,
it's true though.
I think any man, rapper, anybody,
this is gonna
shit.
Any normal baby mother Sierra.
I mean,
what do you think about them waiting? Them saying
who waited? Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is saying that God spoke to him and said that they should wait on having sex and practice abstinence. What is your take on it?
Super Bowl.
So my question to you guys, because you guys are men, do you wait? Like if you met that special one, would you wait if a woman told you that she wanted to wait?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be because like somebody told me to wait.
What?
You know.
Wait for what?
I mean, I have.
What are we waiting for?
For sex.
For sex. Some women have morals.
I'm saying, why are we waiting? Like,
yeah, I mean, what some girls like to take it slow.
They just like
do that.
So what if a girl gives it up on the first night? Is she considered a hoe?
I'm not looking at her like a hoe.
What about you, Jay?
No.
I mean,
not necessarily.
Look how I'm pressing her though. You feel what I'm saying?
Where did you meet her though?
Like, how could she not?
Did you meet her?
Let's say
did
you
meet
met
her
her
Safeway
casually,
or did you meet her on
like
Tinder?
at a grocery store. And
So Safeway.
Yeah,
because a Safeway or like a Tinder.
But what if you do meet her in the club though, dude?
That's a Tinder.
No, that's different. See, you can't. First of all, you can't trust any woman that would let you pick her up in the club. You get what I'm saying? Meaning like, I mean, you gotta think if she's here every fucking week, how many other dudes get the number, talk on the phone, whatever the case may be, nigga, you just pay for drinks for that week. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, all right, cool.
Enjoy the free drink.
So what if she doesn't give it up off the first, second, third date? Do you still continue to date her?
That's cool too, but it's not gonna be no. You can tell when they genuine about it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when they genuinely want to wait. If it's not coming up into conversation and this, that, and the third, you know.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody.
If she's talking about her dog,
that's true.
Canoeing, like you're
all it
always
takes
talking
is
about sex.
fucking one emoji will let you know.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the emoji.
One emoji will let you know if I probably won't.
The eggplant question mark.
Yeah. Oh no, that's definitely
that's.
You know.
Future also mentioned that, you know, that Sierra asked him to pray with him after they had sex. And he mentioned that. He said he doesn't know anything about praying before sex, but she did ask, because God spoke to him differently. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So God told him something different than he told Russell.
Yeah.
So to say that, you know, what do y'all, I mean, was you just saying that, let's just say you hit it good all night. My ladies, y'all can feel me. You got a good nigga, he hitting it good all night. And then afterwards, it's so good, you ask him to pray with you. What if a woman asks you to pray with me, baby, after y'all have sex? I mean, what do you pray with her? Do you walk out? I mean, tell me, like, I want to know.
I would get a restraining order.
Yeah. I just blessed you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I already blessed you. You know what I'm saying? I already blessed you.
But, you know, speaking of women and relationships, I don't know if you guys recently heard Eric Garner, the black guy who was in New York outside selling cigarettes who was choked to death by the New York Police Department. His wife just got awarded $5.9 million for a wrongful death suit. Now, this is what I want to get into with you guys, and I want to get you guys' opinion. I read this on Facebook. This is a true story. When he was murdered by the New York Police Department, he was actually living with his baby mother, his side chick, who is the baby is a couple of months old. They awarded the wife, may I say that again, the wife, $5.9 million. The side chick, baby mother who he was living with, got nothing. So I'm gonna get you guys' take on that, on how y'all, I mean, from a male's perspective.
I mean,
on how it all went down, then I'll give you mine.
It's just like, I mean, it's different. It's different aspects of life, but still the same thing applies. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a drug dealer and you get pulled over and you get the ticket, you lose all your stuff or whatever, it's part of the game. You get what I'm saying? So if you're a side chick knowing that he's got a wife,
it's legal. Well, it's legal, dude.
Yeah,
like, it's all the legalities of it. Like, that's just how, that's rough.
Yeah, so like, you know she gonna get everything if something happens. You get what I'm saying?
So she knows her role.
And she probably already knew she wasn't gonna get
she has no legal rights to it. That's the thing. She has no legal rights to anything.
And that's my point to side chicks. You know, if you're a side chick and you know your role,
if you're a side chick and you know your
like if you know your role, no, I'm speaking for all the ladies. If you know your role, you know your role. But it comes a time with situations like this, you have to know that you have no rights. No rights at all. The wife has the rights. I mean, now she's awarded $5.9 million. I would have to say, me having a good heart, if that was me in that situation, I probably would cut her a little chunk. I mean, she.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, but that.
Never.
That's me.
Cut her a little
The wife gives the side chick a cut?
I mean, but that's me. I'm not.
Did she know about her? Did she know about her? Or?
I believe she did, because at the time they were just separated.
But they're not buddies. I mean, that's like the ultimate.
But that's still
in
his
your
baby.
face.
Yeah,
you got him. You got a baby, but.
Oh wait, no, he has a baby with the other girl too.
Yeah, that was his wife. And they had kids, older kids.
Well, I don't know if that money would have to go to the kid. Some of it might.
I'm sure a piece of it might.
I didn't know they had a kid. Okay.
For the child, though. Like, it's a rap, Jake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I do want to touch on this too before we wrap up the re-report. Also, a former NFL player for the Buffalo Bills. He actually had a mistress also. The mistress was upset because they were getting ready to go on a summer vacation, showed up to the home, kidnapped the wife, went on the road, popped one in her and killed her, and then killed herself.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you deal with.
I don't know if that's a very macro issue. People they do some very crazy things.
Yeah.
Like that would never even like enter like any part of my brain to like kidnap or shoot or kill anybody. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like normal people, like you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't think of that.
Nah, man.
In a state of rage and upset.
Just like
you ain't been in love, Jake.
I've been in love. I've never been in love enough to like kidnap my ex-girlfriend and shoot her in the head. Like, that's not a real.
Women are emotional creatures, though.
Everybody, I'm not saying every woman.
That's not gonna hold up in court, okay? Emotional creatures.
No.
I got a little emotional. I kidnapped her like with malice. Like she thought about it. So I'm gonna drive her and shoot her in the head. Like if she grabbed a butter knife, or steak knife and stabbed her, I would understand that. But if you kidnap her and shoot her,
well, no,
she was that emotional.
I totally agree. My point is, leave the side chicks alone and just stick with one female. Ladies, I know y'all feel me. Like,
side chicks should not be getting shot in the head, okay? They're not zombies, right? This is
But when you
do
that, it creates animosity.
No, it's know your role. The side chick did the shit, not the main chick.
Yeah. The energy I'm getting from
Bree
you,
is not a fan of side chicks,
okay.
but obviously
I wasn't 100% sure. I am glad that you clarified.
What do you think about being in a committed relationship, Jake, and having a side chick? Let's see your take.
I mean, if I'm in a committed relationship, I'd stay committed. But if not, then I just do my thing.
We could go on and on with this topic, but that's a wrap for the re-report. We will definitely hit back on this, ladies, with the side chicks. I know my ladies feel me out there with the whole side chick thing that are in committed relationships and want their men to be totally exclusive. But anyways, that's a wrap for the re-report. I got shit to do. I'm out. Hit me up on Twitter at the re-report. Man, follow me. I only got about 12 followers. Follow me.
We're gonna go ahead and get get into Raw, get into Eli Joseph. We're going to take a quick music break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned into the shop. Our first and actually our only guest of the night is Eli Joseph. He's a rep for Raw, right? I got that right?
Yeah, I do.
Not just that, but that's
that's good. I'm representative for Raw.
Okay.
Do some marketing work for him all around DC, East Coast, and I guess online in the cloud.
When did you get involved in that?
Right around the start of the year, so early in January, so about half a year now. And now I sort of go all up and down the East Coast, helping them out with events, educating stores, showing them the new products that we have. I also help out with the social media. I run the Instagram account with another guy. And just trying to, spread the raw life, the raw love, educate people about a nice lifestyle brand.
Yeah, and I actually kind of discuss the brand itself. Like, why would you choose a Raw product over another product?
I mean, one of the great things to talk about it from a business perspective is that I think Raw has a lot of value propositions against a lot of other papers. So it really is one of the few papers that really has more to it than just rolling up and smoking whatever it is you want to smoke. So for example, we have the whole Raw Foundation, which is part. We do a ton of charity overseas in India and in different countries in Africa, building wells and working with orphanages. We've also partnered with Kiba, doing a lot of donations through that. So from a perspective, we have two different kinds of papers. I actually brought some samples of products here to show you guys some of the different Raw products, because it's easier to talk about it with what's in hand. First of all, Raw smoke to your side. Hold that up for the camera.
Yeah, I need that. We liked it the first time.
Yeah. And then here's just some different Raw products and accoutrement. You can hold that up for the camera too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Accoutrement.
Yeah, exactly. Raw accoutrement. So here we go. We'll break it down with this. This is the easiest way to break it down. Cool. So we have two different kinds of papers here, the primary kinds. We have the classic and we have the organic hemp papers. The classic ones are made with a mix of flax and then organic hemp. And these are made with 100% organic hemp. And they're white, not because they're bleached. Let me take out this. There've actually been some people who have been trying to create counterfeit Raws recently. So if you buy a pack of Raws and it doesn't have this yellow starter paper, it's probably counterfeit. So
be on the lookout.
Let me know. Send me a message, DC Raw Guy on Instagram. Send me a message because we want to know about people trying to counterfeit Raw. We got a lot of people trying to, they hate us because they ain't us. You guys did the interview, though. You see that movie? Yeah, I love that movie. So these are white. They're not bleached. We use the inside of the hemp plant. So that's a young plant. It's white fibers. These are unbleached. So they're nice because if you're smoking cannabis, marijuana, it's nice to smoke it in hemp. It's kind of as natural as you can get. Right. I know a lot of people smoke like backwoods, for example, because they say, oh, it's the tobacco leaf because it's natural you can get.
Yikes.
In my mind, this is one step further, because if you're going to smoke marijuana, it's the same plant. And then beyond that, they're vegan papers, and that actually is significant because a lot of other companies, I won't name any names, they use more of a glue product to seal the papers with, and that can use like animal products in there, and you don't necessarily want to be licking that or smoking. Raw too. We make them all in Spain, in Alcoy, Spain, which is where rolling papers were invented centuries ago. Yeah, absolutely. So the founder of the company, Josh, is a real purist when it comes to rolling papers. He originally started Juicy J's, if you're familiar with those, and then he started their flavored rolling papers. And they also make blunt wraps, I think. Then he started Element rolling papers as well, and then he started Raw 10 years ago. So he's really a great entrepreneur. And the quest for creating Raw is because he wanted to make it, as he says, the best rolling papers, the purest ones. So the city of Alcoy, Spain, it's in the south, I believe southwest of Spain, right on the coast. And this was back in like the 1500s, the 1600s, when Spain was still ruling the world. Yeah, right? This is the first time I've ever told this story. And these explorers would come back from the New World and they would bring, with other new products, tobacco. And at the time, tobacco was a very luxury item. It was imported, and only the richest people could smoke it. They would roll these big cigars and roll over tobacco leaves. And all the poor people who couldn't afford that, they would pick up the scraps, they pick up the butts of these cigars, and they would use newsprint because that was the only paper that they had. They would use newspaper to roll up and smoke it. Smoking ink now, like you're smoking ink like in the 1500s, so it's terrible toxic stuff.
Probably not great for you.
Yeah. So I don't know the progression from there, but that's what led to the creation of rolling papers in this town of Alcoy, Spain.
You seen Half Baked, obviously, right?
Yes.
You seen Half Baked where he's like, shit, was you a weed in college?
Yeah.
I mean, that's funny, man.
I mean, there's even more. Sorry to cut you off. Like we use the wind-powered energy to create the papers and these factories in Spain too. So I mean, we even try to be sustainable with it. So it really is sort of a lifestyle. I think that's also evident when you look at the Instagram.
Well, I think that's why I'm sorry. I think that's why the product is set is the way it is because it's like a culture. It's like Apple. Like this to me is the Apple of like smoking. You know?
Yeah.
There's no other like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of the premier brands that you think of when you think of smoking culture, especially the papers. Raw is really at the forefront. I mean, we've got a whole line with Wiz.
Yeah, go for products.
Yeah, so shout out Wiz. We've got a whole line with Wiz. This is the Supernatural Wiz cone. I'm actually going to take this out here to show you.
My first time actually seeing it.
Yeah, so this is when you are having a few friends over.
Nice.
For the month.
And for anyone who's watching this is going to say, why are you making the crutch so big? It's because it needs to be this big to support everything that's going to go in here.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure.
Right. You know,
it's like fucking.
It's been tested.
Cotton
So this is the Wiz Supernatural. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so some other stuff. Here, got some stickers. If you guys like stickers or whatever, decals, whatever. Lanyards. This is a 32 pack of cones. We really got a wide array of stuff. These are my favorite. If they don't have these at your store, go ask them about these. The perforated gum tips. They've got gum, so when you roll the tip, you lick it up, and it stays nice and tight. And they're also perforated, so they're easy to roll up. And then these are cool too, the 300 pack. There's 300 papers in there. There we go. So this is the Raw Trident. This is handmade, carved from hardwood.
That is so cool.
The music playing. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? It's dun, dun, dun. And this is for when you want to smoke 3 different joints at once, or you can use 2 and use one of them as like a
shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. It's a shotgun. And this is really a lot of fun.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And what's most impressive about it is that it's been air. We spent a lot of time developing it, not me, but developing so it's air balanced, so it pulls evenly. You can really smoke.
Wow.
And it came about because we originally had a double barrel one that was so popular.
I saw it.
And people were like, "You gotta make a triple barrel."
That's awesome.
So yeah, and then also another product. Now that you have me thinking, we just did a collab with Roar. And made glass tips. People are like really up on glass tips.
I saw. I did see those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have 3 different sizes of glass tips. And we did a collab with Roar and Be Real on these, and these are super cool. Again, these are just reusable tips. We've got a long one, a short one, and then a pinch one. We can take it. You can think that the company's interested in too is just becoming, bigger than just a brand. It really is a lifestyle. So you'll see that with some of the music-related stuff that we do. We're actually just starting a new project called the Raw Sessions. The first one is with Young Dolph. We shot it down in Memphis.
Oh, cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the song Preach.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so we got a live band, and he's performing on the streets of Memphis with a live band behind him. Bringing 12 musicians from 12 different cities.
That's what's up.
So that's the Raw Sessions. It's actually starting tomorrow, so yesterday, if this is Wednesday.
You mentioned the Raw ciphers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good segue to bridging the gap between hip hop culture and smoking culture, which is obviously very synonymous.
Definitely.
So, but you do music.
Yes.
So, kind of talk about that.
Yes. So, my name is Eli Joseph Camero, and my recording artist name is Eli Joseph. I'm a hip hop artist. Eli Joseph, DC, check me out. Listen to my single, check me on Instagram, check me out on Twitter.
Right.
So I've always loved music. Started writing rap when I was in 5th grade, and I just put out my first singles, Been Ready and Calculus, produced by DJ Grumble and P-Dub, the producer, respectively. Just put them out a few weeks ago, so on Soundcloud you can search Eli Joseph. And I just really love writing hip hop music and just writing songs in general. If I could sing, I'd be a singer. Right. But ever since 5th grade, my music teacher told me I couldn't sing. Then I was mad. Now I'm like, damn, she really was honest. Yeah. I much enjoyed doing it, so why not?
Now did you go through a little bit of transition? Because and I know you did music before.
Yeah.
This is kind of
your exactly. So when I was in college, I definitely made music, and it was more of a hobby. And now it's more, I'm 24 years old now. It's more of I consider it to be a startup almost. You know, it's not my job because I don't make significant income from it. Right. But you know, it's like Eli Joseph is what I consider to be my first real artistic efforts. Right. Because you know, with the rise of the internet, with the rise of YouTube,
we discussed it.
Yeah, you know, you can get attention paid to you before you deserve the attention. So I made some cool songs, and I did lots of cool shows with cool people when I was in college doing that music stuff. But I didn't deserve the artistic attention yet. I was not a fully developed. You know, if I was a cello player, you wouldn't know about me until I was really a fully formed cello player who was really making professional. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And because with the internet, you can just upload something on YouTube, and all of a sudden, you know, you get 100,000 views or whatever, and you start doing shows, and it's like you're this hobby turns into something.
Twitter's like the best A&R.
If they don't have my local store, hit me on Instagram, DC Raw Guy, and I will come and get them hip to Raw. And then also Eli Joseph, check out the music. And again, check out the shop. It's the dopest up-and-coming radio show on the internet.
808 Mafia.